Hey, home care owners, do you know the number one reason that small home care businesses fail? It's not what you think. You might assume that for most businesses, it's because they don't have enough clients or there's too much competition. But here's the real truth. Many home care businesses fail because they lack clarity on their numbers. By numbers, I'm not just talking about your revenue or how much is in the bank. That stuff matters, of course. I'm really talking about truly understanding the key financial metrics that drive your business. Metrics like your profit margins and your caregiver costs and the cost of acquiring a new client, and even your what we call your salary efficiency ratio, which is the second biggest line item on your P&L. See, without this clarity, you're just flying blind. Imagine driving a car without a dashboard and no speedometer, no fuel gauge, nothing. You wouldn't know if you were speeding or if you're about to run out of gas. That's what it's like running a business without understanding these critical numbers. Now, you might feel like you're doing everything right? You're busy, you're hustling, you're working hard, but somehow you're not really moving forward. And eventually that lack of insight catches up with you. Now, I've seen this happen time and time again. Home care owners, they're working incredibly hard, but not necessarily working smart. See, they're burning out, their teams are burning out, and they don't understand why. The reason often comes down to this: they don't have the right insights that are driving their decision. Think about it. If you don't know where your money's going, how can you possibly make the right decisions to grow? When do you make the next hire, right? When do you add another office? You can't manage what you don't measure. And for many home care owners, this becomes a very costly lesson learned way too late. So let me share a real story with you. I had a client, let's call her Jane, right? She was on the brink of closing down her doors. She had clients, she had a team, but the money just wasn't adding up. And she came to me completely overwhelmed saying, I don't know where all the money's going, right? We're busy, but it feels like we're just sinking and we're just spinning our wheels. And we started breaking down her financials and looking at every single expense. And guess what we found? She was overspending in areas that weren't moving the needle. Things like overpriced supplies, inefficient marketing campaigns, having someone on the team that wasn't actually producing, right? They weren't bringing qualified leads, and these hidden operational costs that were bleeding her dry. Jane also wasn't paying attention to the cost of caregiver turnover, which was eating into her profits more than she actually realized. Once we had this clarity, we made a few targeted changes. We streamlined her expenses, cut the fat, redirected her resources towards high impact areas like growth with the business or improving caregiver retention, and we focused on referral sources that generated higher quality leads. Within just 6 months, Jane's business went from struggling to actually thriving. Now, she's not only stabilizing her cash flow, but she's also increasing her profit margin significantly. When you learn how to reverse engineer your KPIs, or what we call your key performance indicators, and you focus on performance metrics that actually matter, growth becomes not only achievable, but predictable. Now, the best part is you can finally stop feeling like you're just running in circles, and you can start feeling like you have full control over your business. You see, clarity on your numbers isn't just about knowing if you're making money or not and just grabbing the P&L and seeing if it has a positive number. It's about having a roadmap. It's about understanding where you're losing money, where you're going, where you're making money, and where you can make these incremental improvements. It's about making data-driven decisions that ensure every dollar you spend, it's a step towards growth and not a step back. So if you find yourself constantly wondering, where's your hard-earned money going? Or if you feel like you're working harder but not seeing the results you deserve, it's time to get clear on your numbers. Now, I put together a free scaling guide. It's packed with a bunch of strategies on reverse engineering your KPIs and setting the right financial benchmarks and making sure that your home care business not only survives, but actually thrives. If you want a free copy, no charge, just tell us where to email it to you and we'll have it in your email box within the next 5 minutes. Start making data work for you, not against you.